Pray with me tonight. Let's thank God and rest together. Lord, before I close my eyes tonight, I just want to breathe. Not just with my lungs, but with my soul. Because this day, like so many others, has been heavy in ways I can't always explain out loud. My body is tired, but it's my heart that needs rest the most. And so, before sleep takes me away, I come to you first, not out of habit, not out of obligation, but because I need you here with me in this quiet space, in this moment where the world starts to fade, and all that's left is me and you. I don't want to carry this weight into the night. The thoughts, the questions, the worries, they're louder when the lights go off and the noise stops. But I know you're louder, God. Your voice is the one that speaks calm over chaos, stillness over storm. So tonight I come not to list my problems, but to rest in your presence. You've carried me through this day, through every second I didn't think I could handle, through every situation I didn't see coming. And I didn't say thank you enough. Forgive me for that, Lord. Thank you now for breath in my lungs, for shelter, for strength, for just making it through. Even when things didn't go how I planned, you stayed the same. That alone gives me reason to pause, to breathe and to let go. I lay here tonight, not with perfect peace, but with willing surrender. I bring you the stress I can't shake, the conversations I replay over and over in my head, the mistakes I regret, and the fears I try so hard to hide. I place them in your hands, not because I'm strong, but because I know you are. And I believe that you don't just watch from afar. You step into the room, into the tension, into the mess, into the night. And when you do, peace comes with you. So Father, meet me here, in this bed, in this stillness. I invite you to draw near as I lay everything down. I'm not asking for a solution tonight, just a sacred space to fall asleep knowing that I'm held, that I'm loved, that I'm not alone. Be the calm in my mind, the rhythm in my breath, the warmth in my chest. Let tonight be holy. Let it be yours. And as the world slows down and I fade into sleep, let the last words in my heart not be complaints, worries, or requests, but thanks, just thanks, for being God, for being mine, for never sleeping even when I do. I trust you with tonight. God, as I sink into the quiet of this evening, I realize how much I need to lay it all down. The day has taken pieces of me, through every decision, every word spoken, every emotion felt, and now I feel what's left. It's not weakness, it's just the truth. And I know you welcome truth, so I won't pretend to have it all together right now. I bring you my scattered thoughts, my tired spirit, my aching back, and the heaviness that somehow settles into my chest when the world goes quiet. I don't want to sleep with it, pressing on me. I don't want to carry into the night what you've asked me to surrender. So here it is, all of it. The tension I held in my shoulders, the worry about tomorrow's tasks, the disappointment from something someone said, the lingering fear of the unknown. I offer it like a child holding out broken pieces, believing you can make something of them, or at least take them off my hands so I can rest. I remember how many nights you've brought me through, Lord. Nights when I cried silently into my pillow and mornings when I woke up, not knowing how I made it through. And yet, I did, because you were there, even when I didn't feel it. You have never left me, and you're not going to start now. Tonight, I want to pause and look back at this day, not with criticism or regret, but with eyes that seek out your fingerprints. Maybe it wasn't the easiest day, but there were moments, tiny glimmers where I know you showed up. Maybe it was in a quiet smile, a safe drive home, a breath I forgot to say thank you for. Maybe it was just the strength to keep going. I thank you not just for the obvious blessings, but for the subtle mercies I missed while trying to keep everything under control. Remind me that you were faithful today, as you were yesterday, and as you will be tomorrow. That remembrance pushes back fear. It replaces anxiety with awe. It reminds me that I'm not just wandering through life, I'm being carried. There's a storm in my thoughts sometimes, God, like waves crashing in the dark. Thoughts of what I said wrong, what might happen next, what ifs. The kind of thoughts that chase sleep away and replace it with a racing heart. But you've taught me to speak to storms, not in my own name, but in yours. Tonight, I speak peace, not because the circumstances have changed, but because I know who holds the sea. You are the one who tells the winds to be still, and you are the one who tells my heart to be calm. So I say out loud, in this quiet room, I am not afraid. I will not be consumed by worry. My mind belongs to you. My future belongs to you. And so does my sleep. Quiet. Every anxious whisper. Every lie that tries to steal the peace you purchased for me. Let your word echo louder than the fear. Your promises louder than panic. I refuse to fall asleep in fear when you've invited me to lie down in peace. God, I confess how tightly I try to hold on to things that were never mine to carry alone. I replay conversations in my mind. I try to imagine every outcome. I try to control what I can't even touch. I whisper prayers with one hand raised, but the other hand clenched around my worries. Forgive me for that. Forgive me for thinking that my control brings peace, when it only brings exhaustion. Tonight I choose to open my hands. I choose to release what was never mine to keep. My plans, my expectations, my fears about tomorrow. You are God, and I am not. And there is deep peace in remembering that truth. The world will keep turning without my effort, because you are the one holding it together. So I don't need to stay awake trying to solve problems that you already have the answers to. I can rest. Not because I've finished everything, but because I trust that you never stop working. While I sleep, you remain awake, watching, guarding, orchestrating. You see the things I don't. You're already in the moments that haven't arrived yet. And so tonight I trust, not blindly, not naively, but because you've proven yourself again and again. I lay it all down and breathe deeply, knowing that letting go is not giving up, it's giving it to you. Lord, I ask you now to come into this space, this room, this heart, this breath. I invite you not out of routine, but because I can't rest without you. Let your spirit hover over this place like you did over the waters in the beginning. Let peace settle on these walls, on this bed, on my soul. I want to feel you near, not just think about you. I want to know that you're here beside me, closer than the air. Replace the stillness of the night with the stillness of your presence. Let the shadows be filled with your light. Let my room become holy ground, not because it's perfect, but because you are present. Dwell here, God. Breathe peace into every corner. Let angels stand at the doorposts and keep watch. Let this be a sanctuary where worry is shut out and grace is welcomed in. I give you access to every part of me, body, mind, and soul. Enter it all, transform it all. And don't just visit, stay. Rest here with me as I rest in you. I lift up my mind to you, Father. The racing thoughts, the overthinking, the deep fatigue that's more than just physical. I need you to heal the things I can't fix. Sometimes my thoughts betray me, dragging me through painful memories or into fearful imaginings. Sometimes I can't stop replaying something that happened or dreading something that hasn't. But I know you are the God who renews minds, so I ask you to renew mine right now. Rewire the patterns of fear. Restore the peace that used to be easy. Clear out the fog. Remove the clutter. Let this night be the beginning of healing, not just for my body, but for my thoughts, my focus, my inner peace. Let me fall asleep without feeling like I'm fighting a battle in my head. Instead, wrap my mind in your truth. Let scripture be the last thing I hear in my spirit. Let grace be the melody that hushes every other noise. Heal me with rest, not just sleep, but rest, the kind that reaches the places sleep can't. I trust you to do what no doctor, no self-help book, no effort of mine can do. Heal my mind, Lord, calm the storm, and let me wake tomorrow with peace that didn't come from a good night's sleep but from you. Lord, before I drift off, I lift up the people I love. You know each one by name. You know the burdens they're carrying, the ones they talk about, and the ones they hide. I entrust them to you tonight. I can't protect them from everything. I can't solve what they're going through, but you. So I place them in your hands, the safest place they could ever be. I pray for peace over their homes, rest over their minds, strength for their bodies, and joy for their hearts. If they're hurting, comfort them. If they're sick, heal them. If they're lonely, surround them with your presence. Wrap them up in the same love that holds me tonight. I pray especially for the ones I worry about most. You know who they are. You know why my heart aches for them. But instead of carrying that worry into my sleep, I give it to you, because you love them even more than I do. You're not limited like I am. You can be with them even when I can't. So I choose trust over fear. I choose surrender over stress. Be near to my family, my friends, my loved ones tonight. Let their sleep be sweet, and their morning be full of new mercy. I rest now under your promises, God. Not vague wishes, but firm truths written in your word. You said you would never leave me nor forsake me. You said you give your beloved sleep. You said that perfect love casts out fear. You said that you keep in perfect peace those whose minds are stayed on you. So tonight, I wrap myself in those words like a warm blanket. When the world feels uncertain, your promises are sure. When my heart is tired, your word revives me. Let your truth be the last thing I meditate on before I close my eyes. Let it fill the air, the silence, the space between my thoughts. Remind me that you are for me, not against me, that you are working even in the waiting, that you don't slumber or sleep, so I can. I lay down in peace because you make me dwell in safety. These promises aren't just words, they're life, they're peace, they're my inheritance as your child. So I breathe them in deeply and exhale the fear I no longer need. And before this day officially ends, I bless the one that is coming. I speak life into tomorrow, not because I know what it holds, but because I know who holds it. I don't need to be afraid of the morning. I don't need to dread the unknown. I declare over tomorrow that it is already filled with new mercies, unexpected joy, divine appointments, and grace for every moment. I don't need to prepare in panic. I only need to walk with you. So I place tomorrow into your hands and ask you to go before me. Make a way, light the path, provide what I can't even foresee needing. Let the seeds I plant today in faith bloom tomorrow in peace. I bless the conversations that will happen, the steps I will take, the choices I will make. Let them all be led by you. Let tomorrow be soaked in your presence before it even begins. And now, Lord, I close this night with thank you. Not because everything is perfect, but because you are. Not because I've earned peace, but because you give it freely. Thank you for being near when I didn't know how to reach for you. Thank you for catching every tear, hearing every whisper, and loving me in ways I still don't understand. You didn't owe me this day, and yet you gave it. You didn't have to be this faithful, and yet you were. So I sleep now, not in fear, not in hurry, not in frustration, but in gratitude. You are my peace. You are my rest. And you are here. Good night, Lord. I love you. I trust you. And I thank you.